Hi, so today for Pygame Day 6, I wanna just show you the code that is written yet. I will not write it live because I made a video but something went wrong, so now I just can let you see what I've done, and it's not very complicated, so I will show you first what's the result is. So we were at this point where we had the a map here with tiles and coins and our sprite that moves as always, and there was no interaction with tiles, but now I made an interaction with the coins. So you see that when I go next to coin, it will catch them. So let's see what I did. So I got myself dot tiles as list of lists that represent the maps with some columns and rows, and each one of them represents a tile that can be placed on the screen. So you see at the bottom, you see 111. Each one of these are the tiles. You see here there is a 0 here where there is no tile here, and when there is a coin there is a 2, because 1 is for the earth and 2 is for the coin. So I define my map like this. Then I add the ground, the player background, and I add the map. As we just know from the other days, the map is rendered here. Perhaps I call this one add earth or something, like I change the name to add map to be more understandable and intuitive. And so, but it's just the same method that we had before, where we go and render the map for every tile. So for every number here, if there is a 0, it doesn't add any node. If there is a 1 or 2, it adds a coin or the grass to a position that goes on of 64 pixel each time, because each tile is 64 for 64 pixels. So we know this yet. So we go on, we add the player, nothing has changed. We touch began, we do listen to the event when the user touches the screen. If it touches on the left, it will go, the player will go on the left. If it touches on the right, will go on the right. We have seen this yet, and when it's ended, the touch ended, it stops. I created two new methods, that is player pos, in which we get the position of the player. We just have it in a self.player.position, the x and the y. We want to transform this x and y in pixels into the column and the row corresponding to this list. So we divide the width and the height by 64, and the width by 64 and the height by 64 plus 10. Plus 10 because we have to change this later, because the list here, the 00 corresponds to the top left of this list. Instead, for the x and y position of the player, 00 is the top bottom of the screen. So to convert it, we must do something. For the moment, I'm just detecting the row number 11, I think, and where the player is. But for the moment, it cannot move, cannot jump, so it will stay always on the line. So for the moment, just to see if it works, I'm just converting it so that it works for that line. It will not work for other lines to detect if there is a coin in that part of the map or a tile, etc. Okay, so and then I see if where is the player. So in the cell, the position of the player is in called p row, and dividing by 64, we have the position of the tile on the map. If that position is correspond to the player, to the position of the player, so if the player is in the same position of a certain tile or the coin, we will see it in check collision, because if the tile content, that is the it checks what is the number 0, 1 or 2 where the player is. So the player is, for example, where there is a 0, so nothing happens. Where there is a 1, nothing happens. So if the player is where the list as a 2 as a number, so it's a coin, it will make a sound with self.ground sound.play effect. And to use sound, we need to import the module sound, and so it will make this the sound of the coin. Then everything will be removed. The ground node will be rebuilt, let's say so, and then we will add again the map, because we are going we substitute here the 0 to the 2 in the list up above, so that when we rebuild the map with this this thing here that iterates through each number, it will create again the nodes, and it will found a 0 instead of a 2, so it will not show the coin again. So I hope that this is understandable. The next time we will see how we can make him understand if there is here, so that he has to stop and maybe jump on it and even fall down when there is not a tile under his feet. So see you, and check my blog pythonprogramming.altervista.org for the code and other stuff, because sometimes I publish there something about Python that it's not on YouTube. Thank you, and see you next time.